Sorry if it's not very exciting. I can't get. Well, actually, I could have gone brought the GoPro. Should have. I have sorted that part out with the GoPro, as the as it was glitching out yesterday. That should not be happening anymore. It would be better if we could get a better view here, but I don't know if we can. Just have a little, see if we can get a better view here, Kit. Nothing too exciting here today. That would be a far better view, wouldn't it? But I can actually hear a chainsaw. What that is, I'm not too sure. How's that? Let's see what that's like, eh? So this used to be what I used to get into when I was a bit younger. Well, I still do, but I used to do this all day, every day. Not just this, cut trees down and bring them back here or process them somewhere. This splitter needs some hydraulic fluid in it. It's running slow as. It's stuttering on certain pressures, so I'm not putting any in it because I want to clean it up. I've got a drum at the front. I want to clean up the oil that's in there and put some new stuff in there. I do have some really fast kinetic splitters, and have had bigger ones over the past, but I'm just using this one today. So, have a look at this, okay? So, it's dry gum, okay? This isn't the best axe, but thank you, Dad. He gave it to me years and years ago. I come from an axe or wood splitting family here. I used to do it by axe. This isn't a good quality axe, but my dad did give it to me. And thank you to my dad today. He came down, gave me a hand to lift the splitter onto the truck, or onto the trailer. So I'll just give that splitter a chance here to cool down, and then okay, and then we'll see what it's like to try and cut one of these with an axe, which is a splitting axe. I tried this. These ones might not be too bad. I tried this earlier on when I broke the splitter today. Thank you very much to Neil's Engineering Limited on 116 Zachary. Geez, I'll have to have a. I've got a short up of his business, and he fixed the splitter for me today on Christmas. Pretty much the 19th of December, so Christmas or whatever you call it, that time of year anyway, and he's fixed it for me, no problem. We use stilt, of course. We've got a 661 here, got that bad tomahawk there, which is 2s, thank you 2, dedicated to you. 661 here, 90 something cc. I run it over with my car a couple of days ago. Just bought a brand new bar for it, a 25 inch on here, and I've got a 36 inch at home, and in my pants I've got anyway, here we go. Let's see what it's like. This is a chainsaw rent spanner. I call it a scrench, or that's what you used to call it back in the day, and it's got a flathead screwdriver on the bottom, and then you've got the socket sizes on the top for pretty much just for taking out your spark plug or tensioning up your chain on your chainsaw. So let's just give this a quick go. There's some chaps there, and I'll just show you how hard this wood actually is. We've got some other splitters around here, which was like a kinetic type one, which has a cycle time of about this, like that. It's like that, bang, 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 and it's got the tonnage of about 50 ton, but they are super fast. It'll just go like that. You just engage it, bang, bang, and then me. I used to get home from work, get in the evening and just split big piles of wood. So these tool shed earmuffs, they are class 5 earmuffs. They are also Bluetooth. They come with a 5-year warranty from the tool shed. They're the best earphones I've ever blinking come across, let alone earmuffs as well. They're super comfortable. I wear them all day long. Tool shed, they're class 5. Which means they're a proper earmuff. They've got a 5-year warranty, and they're also Bluetooth. They're great in the wet. I sweat like profusely in them. Wear them on my boats, wear them everywhere. If I forget my other earphones, I wear these everywhere I go, but I don't generally wear them at the supermarket. But if I forget my other earphones, then I'll wear these. They're excellent. I won't need them for now though. So let's give it a quick go here. It's not too bad on this dry stuff. I mean on this already semi split stuff. The stuff I was trying to do earlier, I was whacking it with the axe and it was just, there was no going through it. So this stuff's pretty simple. Just get one of these ones, full size ring here. This is all eucalyptus or gum, whatever you want to call it. It's actually a lot more easier than I thought. The stuff I did earlier today, there was no splitting it with the axe. Oh, I was going to show you that, but of course, it goes and proves me wrong. So I'll just finish this. Alright, that was pretty simple. So, I will show you a quick technique though here. Some people don't know this. So, we'll use it with a small, because I don't know if I can get that axe to stick into the wood. So what you want to do is you're like, it's all just splitting now. Of course it is. But you want to split it. Well, see, obviously this wood's fairly dry. It's just, listen to that. It is solid, man. But you want to get a piece and you're having a problem with it, it's got a big knot in it. And like that, and now your axe is wedged in there though, this one isn't. You will pick it up like this. Alright. Where's the bloody piece of wood? Bloody come here! Get over here, you! I bloody said! So you get a piece like that, and it's got, say it's got a big massive knot like this in it. These are the pieces. I've got a huge fire at my house, so this whole piece will go in the fire like it's a little piece of kindling. But I keep all these nasty bits generally and throw them to the side. Depending, you know, a lot of the time I don't, but I do, and I keep them for myself. So, because they burn extra hot. So you get your piece of your axe and you get it in there like that. And then, if this was a full-size axe, like this one, you'd come in, so you're like, bah, and it gets stuck in the piece of wood like this. And then you pick it up over your head, come back down, bang, on the back of the axe. Bang, on the back of the axe. And that will split 9 out of 10 pieces of your wood easily. Well, that's the technique. Let's see. Let's just finish a couple more of this until it's over easy. Like that. If that was stuck in properly, you'd come in, you'd go like that, and there you go, split it. Maybe not with that big a piece, but if it's stuck in if the axe is stuck in properly, and you can lift it, do it. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, bro. Make sure your axe is stuck in there properly though, eh? Make sure it's stuck in there properly. Boff right in. Jammed in there real good. Not so it's gonna just come sliding out soon as you lift it up. Because you don't want it landing on your head, bro. Yola! Alright, so I'm just going to finish this off, get us out of here, and get us out doing some fishing time. It's fishing time. It's fishing time. Yola! All right, so I just want to show you something. It's this. I'll just wait till I can turn this machine off. So we got a little bit of silence here. But this crack here, obviously I split that. I just like to cool the machines down a bit, like just let it flow through. Got a bit of gum at the back there, got a bit of up the front there, all sorts of wood in here. Alright, so this machine is not bad, man. It's for what it is and for what it's worth, it's excellent. But I just want to show you, say you were splitting this. Is this zoomed in, is it? Yep, it is a little bit. So just say you were splitting this, and let's say it was like that, and you're going in and it's pushing forward, you know, and say you were to have your fingers and put your fingers, say you were holding it up and you put your fingers in there like that, and you were holding it like that, and you wanted the piston to come out, and you wanted to hold it there, and you wanted it to get just on that single part of the blade here, or for some reason you were doing that, which I do it all the time. I generally go like this and hold it from the bottom here with my hand flat, and you shouldn't do that. I've done this a lot and that's still not a good excuse, but and there's something that can happen here too, because once it hits here and the pressure comes on, a lot of the time it will raise up, or it will actually it'll pressure down, and you'll squash your hand, and for some stupid reason, it's even though that's going quite slow, it's a lot faster once as soon as it takes, all of a sudden your hand is getting jammed, and it can get jammed under there, and you can't get it out, and it'll break your hand. It'll just freaking break every bone in the top of your hand like nothing. And for some stupid reason, I noticed, is when the pressure comes on and you do something wrong, I haven't done that. I've nearly, like, I haven't jammed my hand bad or anything, but for some reason you keep pulling it, you pull it forward more. You go like for some reason you go forward and give it more. And I tell you what, it'll take frickin' 1 second and your hand is busted, like fully busted, if that happens. So when you hold it under the bottom there, if you're holding it under the bottom there like that, which you should never do, it can come down. The pressure of it will push the wood down. A lot of the time it'll push it up, but a lot of the time it'll push it down too. The other thing is, say you're doing what I just said, but you decide, oh well, I won't do that. I'll hold it in here, and I'll hold it up a little bit, and when it comes in, it's just gonna, because you don't want it to get split in four, say, by this. You don't, so you just maybe want one, like two pieces rather than four, so you hold it up and it's sort of above those other blades there. When the pressure comes on, this here will shut. It won't open, it generally will shut, and you will squash your fingers so bad, or you'll have your fingers there and you're holding it, and then when the pressure comes off, it will shut and your fingers will be stuck in there. I have done that once or twice, not very many times. Been in there, my fingers have got stuck in there, not in that exact predicament. I can't remember how it happened. I think it might have even gone past the blade and it was over here, and I grabbed it and it come out and it shut. It wasn't split properly, and then that crack shut and my fingers were stuck in there, and I couldn't get, and I was like, and then just like start walking to the front of the shed, like quickly trying to get my fingers out, and like not hoping that I'm not gonna have to ring for some help or run over to the neighbors and look to you know, it's pretty scary. But be careful, just in case you ever decide to do a little bit of splitting. It's something that you can get complacent with. But yeah, freaking, I always pretend, and another thing is, just as the same as climbing, when you're climbing trees as a job or whatever, and you're cutting trees down, you need to get in a position where you're comfortable. Like, that's one of the rules, do not make a cut, or make sure you're comfortable in the position. And like, comfortable as in you can let go, let both hands go, you're in a position where you feel comfortable, you can reach the branch with two hands on the saw, not one hand on the saw, and and you're nice and firmly fixed in the position, so you can then make the cut and in a comfortable position. It's no different to really being on the old splitter there if you're not in a comfortable position. And then it can very rarely, I'm just trying to find my sheep, very rarely, which one piece did do it just then, it was very rare it ever happens, it's hardly ever happened to me. One time I think it's happened to me where it actually hurt, where the piece of wood flicks out and either flies up, tries to smash you in the face, or smack you in the ghoulies, or in the leg, or whatever, man. It's not a place to be to take risks at all. Oh, they're way over there. Oh, they're way over there. I can't really go way over there at the moment, but I can go and show you Rock Cod Ross quickly. I've got Rock Cod Ross here at the moment. I don't really want to show you where I am here, just because it's a mess, and I don't bloody have to. That's bloody why. Okay. Shh. Anyway, hopefully we're going to be over the work buzz in the next day, or tomorrow, and we will be doing something exciting than them bloody there. Is that right? I'm Momo. Hello, I'm Momo. There is some of the sheep. Rambo, he's on the left there. There's Dad. Couple of up and coming, but we've got Rock Cod Ross here. So this is Rock Cod Ross. It's got a 50 Merc on it. We still haven't taken her out yet. He out, whatever. It's got the rockets on it, sun, which is all nice. It needs a good old clean. I just left it sitting here for the whole winter, and whatever else. Yeah, so Rock Cod Ross here. Anyway, what else? I think that's about it. Anyway, the bro. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and whatever else. Hopefully we've got some exciting stuff for tomorrow, or ish exciting. Let's keep safe, keep strong, and be nice to each other, man. It's the way to be. Don't take my advice, but know that I make mistakes too and yell at people. Anyway, Yolas, have a good day, have a good evening, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully you're all off work, and I'm the only one working. Super. Anyway, you have a good day. I don't had the splitter on the back of the trailer here, but anyway, yous be good, and yous be nice, and have a good one. Yola.